conferences, we bring to you knowledge sharing platforms like no one else does. And we are going beyond and above to be there and making sure that
I did not prepare a speech, so I will be very brief. I'm very excited to be here at EFI India for this 19th edition. As the brand director for the EFI portfolio, so I've been traveling to many of our events around the world, whether it's my major events, Food Ingredients Europe, taking place in Paris this year, to our events in Africa, in Egypt, in Asia, in South America, and so on. I'm very happy to see that the events that we organize around the world are consistent in terms of offer we propose, in terms of quality of buyers that we bring to these events. So, in very short, I'm very happy to have you here. And
so much more just by your mere presence. I would like to share with you audience members that you're actually all representing by being a part of this lamp lighting ceremony, and the auspicious aura that's coming through is touching upon each of you all. So while I could not request all of you to join in,
Friends from media, warm welcome to each one of you for this closed door media briefing. Welcome to EFI India and ProPack India. This is the 19th edition of EFI India and the 7th edition of ProPack India. Before I talk about the show, let me introduce the dignitaries who have joined me here today. We have sitting to the left of me is Dr. Meenakshi Singh. She is the Chief Scientist with CSIR. And sitting next to me is Mr. Hitesh Patel, who is Managing Director of KP K Patel Extractions, is the Chairman of the Ingredients Committee of HADSA. Then sitting next to him is Mr. Nilesh Lele, who is President CSMB, and we also Mr. Amrutya, the immediate past President of the association. So, just talking to you about this show, EFI India, ProPack India, it's a very synergistic show. We are talking of food ingredients out here. When we talk about the food industry, the government has been promoting food industry so very much, especially in this budget. As we saw, 30% more allocations have come to food industry in terms of setting up new food parks, also giving PLI benefits. Ingredients is the core of it, and that's what you see at this show. All the natural extract, natural ingredients, everything that goes into food is out here. So if there's a good ingredient, then we only have the good finished product. So that's something which we believe in, and that's the reason they show. And this is definitely, as it started, there were more international companies, but if you see, there's now a great blend of international and domestic companies overall. And along with that, there is ProPack, which is a packaging and processing show, which goes very well with the food ingredients, where the focus definitely is on sustainable packaging. Over 350 companies are participating this year. Participation is from over 50 countries. Over this next 3 days, we are expecting over 15,000 trade visitors to come in to this show. So overall, it's a fantastic time for the food industry. Government has been promoting it well, and definitely we believe that Indian food industry's time has come, and we are looking not just in Indian market but also to capture the global market. And shows like EFI and ProPack definitely set that benchmark for.
And more. When just Informa started, before Informa there was UBM, right? And since then I was a part with the UBM, then after the Informa. And I have seen the entire journey, how they have grown in India. India, there was no such organization who was doing a very systematic international standard of the exports, which was required. When we were participating globally, we were always used to think that when this kind of the expos will take in India, and when the foreign people will come to India and they will look for their products, their formulas or the ingredients. So gradually we have seen the efforts of the UBM and the Informa, that they are gathering the entire supply chain and the value chain in this platform. So by that, what happened, that all the stakeholders, they came on the one platform and they get the technology, they get the innovation, they get the suppliers, they get the buyers, and that's what else any entrepreneur want, any segment, any industry want. This is all the things they want in one platform in just 3 days. And I personally can acknowledge that our growth has been continuously with the support of this kind of the exhibitions globally, not India but globally. And this is the platform is not created overnight. It requires continuous efforts. We have seen the efforts and the money what Informa has put in, what FI is doing, or the entire team including Yogesh and the Rahul and their entire team is doing day in, day out. They are continuously in touch with the buyers, suppliers, all the stakeholders of the industry, and they're inviting to take a participation so as everybody get the benefited out of it.
In the area of food ingredients, Informa is very well organizing these events, and it is actually food ingredients is actually backbone of the food, and food is the backbone of the any human being. So it is food ingredient and packaging also. We said that it is a very important part of any food, and of course lot of government already said by.
And this will definitely grow more. Simultaneously, our industry will also grow more, and especially for the exports market, not only the India market. So this is come under the Bharat growth. So I must congratulate and thank you very much for that.
Thank you. I'll just make 3 short points, and of course more than happy to answer any questions here. हिंदी मूवीज में हम देखते हैं राइट, रोटी कपड़ा और मकान, एंड दैट टेल्स अस दैट कपड़ा और मकान फिर भी मुंबई में हम देख लेते हैं कि बिना मकान लोग रह लेते हैं, 1 या 2 जोड़ी कपड़ों में लोग रह लेते हैं, बट विदाउट फूड यू कैन नॉट सर्वाइव. सो फूड इज very important, and that's why shows like these are very important, and I congratulate Yogesh sir and his team that they have been doing this for 19 years in a row. Hopefully next year in Mumbai we'll have a much bigger show celebrating your 20th year. So it's very important that we understand the importance of food ingredients and shows like this. Second point is, when our Honorable Prime Minister talks about doubling farmers' income, we know that almost 30% of the produce goes waste, and that's why processing, packaging is very important, and those aspects also need to be highlighted, and you'll see things like those here in the packaging on the ProPack side. The third point I want to make is the world's population is increasing. आज हम 800 करोड़ पे है, 8 billion पे है, and we are going to touch 9 billion or 900 crore in 2050. So who's going to feed the world? How are we going to feed the world? So again, it's very important that shows like these address some of those things. And finally, since all of our media brothers and sisters are here, I want you to play a very constructive role in projecting the food industry. I know we negative चीजें बहुत जल्दी से फैल जाती है, but there are positive things also happening, and this show is one of them, where a lot of these positive things should also be showcased by our media friends here to show that how the food industry is progressing, how food ingredients are progressing, and how shows like these are actually going to help feed the world, are going to help the farmers grow their income, and the basic necessity of food that the whole world needs will be provided through shows like this. Thank you very much.
Yes, योगेश जी, आपको देख के हमेशा अमिताभ बच्चन का फील आता है, and actually not just because of Yogesh, but the show itself is the Amitabh Bachchan of the industry of trade shows in food sector. So this FI for last 2 decades, I have personally been associated with FI for last 1 decade, 10 years as the president of AFSTI Mumbai chapter, and then the national president of Association of Food Scientists and Technologists of India. And every year we have been doing, right from UBM days to Informa markets, we have been supporting the trade show in terms of conferences, in terms of seminars, in terms of promoting and propagating the concept of this trade show across the food industry. And recently, in last 2 years, we have been also part of the FI Awards, which has been instituted by this particular trade show, Informa Markets. and we are on the jury panel, and it's so interesting to see how the new developments are happening, right from R&D to the new product development to the changes that are happening, innovations that are happening in food processing sector at various levels. It is not that the awards are only for the big people, but it also for the small people, the MSMEs, where a lot of focus is being given by Informa Markets. And being from a technical background, the testing inspection field, I also happen to be the vice chair of the India TIC Council, Testing Inspection Certification Council. So here also we come across lot of lot of companies which deal with testing and inspection of the food ingredients that are being showcased over here, whether if they are of quality, they are of standards which are available worldwide, and how will it affect the health of an individual? Will it affect the health of the individual, and how will it support the health of the individual when it is actually making the product more acceptable to the larger? So